Keys, we all want them, and they are one of the most popular items in the whole game. They're literally, your aim is to get lots of keys. If there is any point to TF2, get lots of keys, then gets lots of hats and lots of lovely items. So, trading keys and making money from keys. How do we do that? The way you make money from keys is pretty simple. You buy low and you sell high. Now, to do this, you've got to take advantage of how much the prices of keys fluctuate over time. The price will fluctuate from around 16 ref to about 20 ref, and you've got to kind of take advantage of this. So obviously when there's 16 keys, buy as many as you can, and when they go up to sort of 19, 20 ref, sell, get the metal. Now, I will say, one problem I've kind of run into while selling keys is, if you've got sort of like 5 or 6 keys, that's a hell of a lot of refined metal. So you've got to make sure you have enough backpack space. So I would recommend investing in a couple of backpack extenders. I think they cost about 8.66 refined or something, and you get like an extra 100 slots in your backpack. I've got a couple of them. They are well worth the investment, because the last thing you want to do is sell all your keys and then find you haven't got enough space for all that metal and you end up losing a load. That's not going to look good. So yeah, there are two main ways to go about buying and selling your keys. The first method is probably the most obvious. You go by the prices on backpack.tf and you buy and sell keys on trade servers. Now if you don't know how to get to trade servers, go on your servers list, type in TR and all the trade servers will come up. It's pretty simple. So what you got to do, just use the prices that backpack.tf says the keys are currently at, and then just try and find loads of people who are buying and selling keys. Basically, when you're buying, you obviously want to buy when the keys are low, so around 16 ref, 17 ref. I mean, recently keys haven't really fallen to 16 ref. It's sort of more at 17 ref, a little bit higher than that. But you know, when they're around there, you need to buy. And of course, when the price of keys goes back up, you need to sell. Now keys don't generally go all the way up to 20 ref, they usually go to around 19.66 or something like that. But in general, as a rule of thumb, so you don't lose too much, I generally say any price above 19 ref is good. But it depends how risky you want to be. The more risky you are, obviously the more money you can possibly make. However, you might miss the ball and the key prices might suddenly just drop and you end up losing your profit completely. So I would recommend, once the prices of keys reaches 19 ref, I'd say sell. That's what I do anyway. But yeah, you could go onto trade servers, find people who want to buy and sell keys, and just trade some keys around. Mind, this method is a lot longer. It takes a lot longer to kind of find people who are willing to pay top dollar for keys, and it's difficult to find people who are willing to sell for quite a low price. So, you know, this one takes more time, but you will earn a bigger profit from it if you manage to find the people who want to buy and sell for the prices that you're looking for. Now my second method is by using a website called scrap.tf. Now this is kind of like a trading bot website, I suppose. You can go on there, you can trade weapons and strangers, kill streak kits, literally anything you have in your inventory, you can buy and sell them on this website. Now the thing with this website is they'll buy for slightly less than what the backpack.tf prices are, but the transactions are completely instant. They will go through straight away. So using this method is a lot quicker, but you won't make as much money. Same with keys, they usually sell them for around 17 ref, or whatever backpack.tf says the current price of keys is, and they'll also buy keys for slightly less than what backpack.tf says. Now by slightly, I mean this is generally like a scrap, 2 scrap, 3 scrap. It's not usually very much at all. So in my opinion, this is my preferred method to trade keys into. because the price margin of the buy and sell is usually fairly close. So selling on this site is usually quite a good idea, really. And buying is especially a good idea because you can know there'll always be keys. Well, usually. But usually you can buy keys, no hassle. And you can rest assured, if you buy it around sort of 17, 18 ref, you can pretty much guarantee that keys will go back up to over 19 ref at some point. So you can always guarantee a return on your investment. So this is really quite a good way to earn a little bit of metal. And of course, when you sell the keys back to scrap.tf, the prices will be slightly lower than what backpack.tf claims the current prices are, but you'll still be getting a return on your investment. As I said earlier, you'll still be making, one refined, maybe even two refined on your last investment. So this method is just a lot quicker, but you will earn less money. Let's put it that way, simply. The best case scenario in the first method is people will pay top dollar and you can buy cheap. So technically you should be earning more money from this method. However, I find the second method to just be a lot more reliable, and I personally prefer this method to just going on trade servers and selling and buying. Now, with the more keys you have, the more you can earn, as the profit is kind of based per key. So you can earn 1 refined per key or 2 refined per key. So the more money you make, the more keys you can buy, and the more money you can make overall. So it just kind of gets easier the more keys you have, basically. So let me know if you got any more questions or comments or additions to the video. Maybe I've missed something, anything like that. And as always, be sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ra!